Alright, what's up, troll boys and troll girls? We got episode 5 of Fact or Fiction, and as always, I saved the best one for last. But we still got 3 more ridiculous scenarios as well. We're going to cover Smash the Taxes fundraisers, possible lottery winnings, tough guys running around with knives threatening people, and let's just call it exercise routines. So without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump into scenario number 1. And for this one, we're going to go back to 2019 and DSP Smash the Taxes fundraiser. Now, he set this one up for over a year by saying he was going to owe a lot of money. He just didn't know how much. So he expected people to believe that the IRS told him he was going to owe a bunch of money. They just didn't know how much he owed yet, and they'd get back to him at a later time. This is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard him say. And when Good Samaritans questioned him about it, he even said, "Oh, they don't send you a bill in the mail. It doesn't work like that, stupid."
Murdoch just cheered and said, "All I want to know is, did we do it? Did we help you turn the ship around?" Well, Murdoch, what I would tell you is, all of your support helps. All right. Am I in a situation where I'm out of hot water? Absolutely not. I mean, that's why I got to do this special event on my birthday. I don't even know what I owe yet. I've raised a certain amount that I have saved up. It's thousands of dollars. I'm not going to lie. And I'm hoping that's going to at least be enough to pay what I owe back tax-wise for the federal. And hopefully it's enough to at least start the payment plans on what I'm hopefully going to owe for the state. And at least to maybe make a little dent in what I owe federally for my first estimated payment for this year. I don't know if it's going to, but I'm hoping it is. Then on top of all that, whatever I raise, between now and when these are due, we'll see. There's really no way to say until I finally get the final say from my tax attorney and the final say from the state of Washington, which still seems like a ways off. This sucks. This whole thing's been going on since September of last year. It's been going on for almost a year. I still don't actually know what I owe. That's how slow moving these fucking businesses / whatever you want to call them, agencies are. They're that slow. Like September 2017, I was told I owe back taxes to the state of Washington. It's March 2018. They still didn't tell me what I owe yet. But that's what I mean. Then you get a dumb kid who comes into the stream chat. Well, how much do you owe? Did you get a bill in the mail? No, stupid. That's not how life works. That's how dumb shits think. That's not how it actually works.
Unbelievable. It shows you how impressionable, young, or just stupid in some cases his fans really are, and why he targets these people. Because they just believe shit like that, no proof whatsoever. Now, before he actually did the fundraiser, he came out and told people that the IRS finally got back to him, and they let him know how much he was going to owe exactly. Now, as he said in the clip, he had a little bit saved up, but it wasn't nearly enough. Did Phil Burnell hold a fundraiser and tell his fans that he needed $11,761 in order to smash the taxes, fact or fiction?
It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale.
Okay, but it's only a certain amount of money, and I knew it wasn't going to be enough to pay the taxes. It's not even close, all right? So to give you guys some perspective here, all right, in regards to the amount that I owe, plus there's another thing. I have to pay my accountant, obviously, not my accountant, my tax guy, for doing all my taxes and everything. And he's charging me over $1,000 to do the taxes, which is not surprising. Tax guys usually charge a lot of money. So regarding, instead of giving you complicated math, which is going to just confuse the shit out of everybody, I can be like, I have this much, but I owe this much, so that when you do the math of this much, but then I owe this to do the taxes, so it's too complicated. What I did is I sat down, all right, and I figured it out math-wise. How much do I still owe in total, even factoring in the amount of money that I have and everything to put towards it, all right? All right. So, factoring in all things and what I already have to put towards it, the net amount that I still am going to owe to the government, all right, $17,161. Ouch. That is horrible, right? That's fucking insane amount of money. Yeah. That's what they're telling me I owe by mid-April.
And it turns out I was lowballing by about $6,000 there. He actually said he needed $17,161. People do charity drives for real charity, and sometimes they don't even get close to those kind of numbers. Unless your name is The Completionist, then maybe you do. But that's another story for another day. So he goes on to hold a fundraiser, then another fundraiser after that. He doesn't raise anywhere near the $17,000, and then he conveniently skips town that very weekend and gets married on the other side of the country. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's a lying-ass scumbag that scams children, literal invalids, and the mentally unstable, just so he can play his mobile games. But that's all speculation and hearsay. I don't have any idea what I'm talking about. I don't even know what day it is today, obviously. Now let's move on to the next scenario. DSP has talked about winning the lottery multiple times, and he says it's to help him get out of all the debt, and so that he and his lovely wife can have a nice comfy life together. It's definitely not so they can gorge themselves on DoorDash, mobile games, and a total of wine. I mean, they already do that anyway, so what difference does it make? But whenever Phil talks about winning the lottery, he says he would still come back and stream for his fans on a regular basis. He claims he loves what he does so much and loves the people that he hangs out with. It wouldn't matter how much money he had, he'd still be here for you guys. Now, that got me thinking, if Phil Burnell ever won the lottery, would he still accept tips, super chats, memberships, subs, bits, whatever the fuck you want to call it? Would he still accept money from his fans, fact or fiction?
You were correct. It's fact. It happened. This one took place.
A similar story occurred in the state of New Jersey about 20 years ago.
Who knows? Maybe during my time away, I'll win the lotto and I'll never come back. No, I'm kidding. Even if I won the lotto, I would still come back. Even if I won the lotto, I'm not even lying. Even if I won the lottery and I won millions of dollars to the point where I never had to work again, I would still come back and stream for you guys because that's how much I love it. You know, that's honestly how much I love doing it. Obviously, in that case, I wouldn't be asking for cheers, subs, and tips anymore. If people felt like throwing them my way, fine, but I certainly would never ask for them. But yeah, I love doing this so much. I'm being very honest with you guys. This is like, gaming is my hobby, but it's also my job. And so I would still come back. Would I be doing crazy amounts of double streams every day? Probably not. I mean, maybe I would do one stream a day, 6 days a week or something. I don't know. I would definitely reduce the amount that I played, but I would not quit. I would not quit. I promise you this. What I would probably do is I would go on a vacation because that would be nice to go like to California or to go to Europe, go to somewhere on a nice vacation, a nice, letting all the stress out, relaxing vacation would be pretty cool.
Well, isn't that Shawn Michaels? If I had enough money, I'd go on vacation, I'd go to Europe, I'd go to California. Phil, you already make more than enough money to go on multiple vacations a year. There's families that make significantly less than you alone. Real families, by the way. Not this fucking horse shit that you try to convince people of, a roommate and a cat. But somehow those families can afford to go to Disneyland once a year, or to the beach, or wherever they want to go. But somehow you, with allegedly a dual income, no kid household, can't afford a vacation. It's kind of hard to believe, Phil. It's almost like you should have took that $50K from Keemstar, and then you could have went on all the vacations you wanted. But back to the actual question, would you still accept money from your fans if you won the lottery? And this dude says, fine, if you want to give it to me, I'd accept it, but I wouldn't ask for it. And honestly, I don't even fucking believe that. I don't believe anything this dude says. He's a scumbag. Let's move on to the next scenario. Now, as we all know, Phil is a big tough guy. He'll talk shit to you, he'll back it up, and then he'll whoop your ass. And that's exactly what he used to do at all the FGC tournaments he used to go to. And as always, shout out to the homie Jaha. But at one of these tournaments, somebody got a little too uppity with the Fuhrer, and he had to put him in their place. He pulled out a knife and threatened a few people with it. Now, according to this person, he was ejected and banned from the tournament for it. Did big tough Phil Burnell actually pull out a knife on anyone? And is that one of the reasons he was banned from EVO? Fact or fiction?
It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer.
So let's get to the actual allegations, so to speak. So Cloud is sitting there playing Dragon Ball FighterZ. Somebody with a DSP name pops up, and he basically goes into a small story about how Phil got banned off EVO, or got banned from Evo for pulling a knife out on multiple people and so on and so forth. But do you really see Phil pulling a knife out on anybody? Seriously? Let's be honest with each other. Do you really see Phil having enough heart to do that? I don't. Actually, according to Evo lore, when he got a little bit of pressure put on him, a little bit of a squeeze. They didn't even get orange juice out of him yet. They just put the squeeze on him a little bit. They just put him with a little bit of pressure. He sat there and curled up out in a ball and ran himself into a corner. According to some very prominent, fighting game players at the time, he was known to lock himself in his room and cry. These are all alleged, ladies and gentlemen, all alleged. But it still helps kind of paint the picture of how this particular situation wouldn't have worked out. It just seems awkward. It seems odd. It seems a bit out of place that DSP would have enough heart to do that.
And shout out to the big homie GTG. I'm glad I actually got to use one of his clips in a video. He doesn't get nearly as much credit in this community as he should. But the story was obviously fiction. DSP would never do some shit like that. He just wouldn't. And I'm not sure if the person that said they heard the story from the FGC player, if they got it mixed up with someone else, or the FGC player himself also got it mixed up with someone else. But either way, that's what happened. I think it even got confirmed that it was a completely different person. But when somebody brought this to my attention, it fucking made me laugh. I was picturing DSP walking around with his little axe threatening people, and it just made me crack up. But shout out to Lucius for recommending that one. I appreciate it, homie. Now let's move on to the final scenario. And we have an absolute classic here. Now, I don't even know how to set this one up because there's multiple questions I could ask. But one night, Phil was playing Dangin' Grandpa, and he was really desperate to hit the $200 tips goal. And yes, this was back when he was demanding $400 per day. But a super chat came in, and someone said they would tip Phil $200 if he did 25 push-ups. And DSP, being the scam artist that he is, thought this was an easy way to con someone out of $200. But little did he know that this person was one step ahead of him. Did DSP actually do 25 push-ups and receive $200, fact or fiction?
Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never happened.
Big Bane did a super chat and said, I'll give you $200 to do 25 push-ups non-stop. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Here we go. All right. Whew. I did 25 real push-ups on my floor. I actually did do them, but there's no way you could see it because I can't aim the camera to look over there. But I actually just did do 25 push-ups. Whew. I did them real fast. I shouldn't have done them that fast. I should have taken my time. Okay. So you better send the $200. He wasn't gonna do it anyways, full of shit. But people think that like I can't do push-ups or something for some reason. I don't know why. I just did it easily. But the problem is like there's no way I can adjust my camera and everything to even turn that way because of the cords and everything. So, whew. Okay. I did it too fast. I'm out of breath. Okay, ready to continue? He should pay up. He's probably not going to, but he should pay up. Okay, what does this mean? It could mean that he was attacked. I don't even know where it's available. By the way, if you guys haven't noticed, there hasn't been $200 tip. The guy was a liar. I fucking go and do the push-ups, and he says, "Oh, yeah, no bullshit. You said do the push-ups. I did them, and now you're not gonna fucking, you're not gonna do it because you're an asshole, basically. You're a liar. You're a dishonest person. It's fucked up." Okay. Big Bane, sorry, that's not how it works. You said do 25 push-ups. I literally immediately hit the floor and did 25 push-ups. And now you're saying, oh, well, I want you to rotate the camera and set it up. Fuck you. No, I mean it. Fuck you. You didn't say any of that at first. You don't get to change criteria after it's already done. That would be like saying, I want you to go do this job for me. Someone immediately does the job, and they say, oh, well, I actually wanted you to do the job with this criteria. Go do it again. No, that's not how it works. We had a verbal agreement. You failed to live up to the agreement, so go fuck yourself. Thanks for the super chat. What a dunce. Anyway, do you really think I was going to have time to rotate the camera, set it up perfectly to show you? No, I got shit all over my floor. I literally just hit the floor, any space I had, and did the push-ups real quick. And I jump right back to continue with the stream. You think this whole stream's going to be fucking push-up city for you? Do I just drop everything I do for you? Fuck you. Fucking asshole. So either you tip $200 or you get the fuck out and don't come back because you're a liar. How about that? Dumbass. I didn't think he was going to pay it anyway. I'm just saying it was just fucking around, but still. He's an asshole. Always Hot T says that was mean. Damn straight it was fucking mean because the guy's a dick. The guy's a fucking little limp dick prick. He's going to come on my stream and try to take control of it by saying I should do push-ups. I immediately do them, which shocks him because he didn't think I was going to do it. And now he won't pay up because he's a fucking dishonest piece of shit. So he can go fuck himself. He deserves every piece of abuse I'm giving him. He's an asshole. It's right. It's called calling a bluff. The guy's a little limp dick loser.
I love it. If you go back and listen to it, he does the last one faster than any of the other ones. You know, the one that should be the most difficult to do. The one where you're at the end of exercising and you have to motivate yourself to be like, come on, finish strong. He did that one faster than any of the other ones. So one of two things is going on here. Either DSP, despite looking like this, is one of the best athletes of our generation, or he's a lying-ass piece of shit that went and stood off screen and counted to 25, then came back and said, bitch, where's my money? And not only did he come back and say, bitch, better have my money, he had the absolute gall to put on an Oscar-winning performance and said, I did them. I actually did do them, but you just couldn't see me. There are fucking children in school plays that give better performances than that horse shit. I love that clip so much, and I told you, I saved the best one for last. Alright, and that is it for episode 5. These things are so ridiculous. It makes me wonder if I can do one on Wings of Redemption as well. Or how about that fat slob Review Tech USA? I'm sure there's enough scenarios out there that I could come up with, but I'm not sure if people want to keep seeing DSP or if they want me to try other Lolcows. Just something to keep in mind for future episodes. Let me just give a quick shout out to my homie Low Level Content who sent me a tip and said Merry Belated Christmas. Thank you, brother, and it means a lot to me. And if you see Low Level in the comments, give him a reply and let him know things are going to get better. He's going through some difficult times right now. And when these kind of things happen, it's easy to get discouraged and to just kind of give up on stuff. But if you see him, let him know that it always gets better. You just got to keep on going. I will talk to you on the next episode. Thank you for sticking with me. And let's fucking go.
A lot of our people in our legal system are not exactly savvy to tech stuff. So, you know, maybe, all right, that's it. I've had enough. Say goodbye, everybody. Everyone who's spamming, you're done. Okay, here we go. Had enough of this. There we go. Goodbye. Here we go. Goodbye. And goodbye. All right. Thanks for the copy pasta. You guys are all banned. Fuck off. Since you want to sit here and copy pasta, which I've told you a million times is not allowed in the stream, and since you want to sit here and copy pasta all fucking morning, you're all gone. Don't ask to come back. Oh, well. Oh, but those are stream regulars. Too bad. They know better. You're absolutely right. They're stream regulars. They should know better than to sit here and copy pasta in my stream, which I've told them a million times not to fucking do. So since you're a bunch of brainless fucking idiots, you can now be outside the stream. Since you're that stupid. What did you think was going to happen, dumb fucks? Really? I'm trying to make a point, an important point here. By the way, the tweet that I made about this to this guy who supposedly, which I'm going to talk about in a moment, one of the creative directors of Google Stadia, that tweet went viral and at this point has about 800 to 900 likes and is still growing. And people are like, damn, Phil actually has a good take on this, which is hilarious because most of them think I'm some kind of an idiot, even though I've been having this take for many, many years. They just don't want to listen to the fact that I'm actually an intelligent human. They want to believe I'm some bumbling, mouth-drooling moron who makes bad gameplay content, which I don't. They're just idiots who believe really stupid, negative slander about me. So they're all shocked that I actually made a good point. It's like, no, I've been making this point for years and years. You just haven't been listening because you're ignorant. But anyway, I digress. Goodbye to the idiots who just got banned from the stream chat. Don't come back.